Hello, Pokemon fans! This is ProPokeNoob back today to bring you another battle. Today I will be bringing you a standard NU match against a person by the name of Browners. He actually has a channel, so I will leave that link in the description for you. He hasn't been uploading lately, or for actually quite a while now, because he needs a ROM. He needs a working ROM before he can get his Wi-Fi battles up and running. But he does like videos, he does comment on videos, he still watches my videos. So he is active. If you guys want to go meet him, you can. Go see what he watches and, you know, maybe find some videos that you guys want to see. Who knows? Anyways, pretty standard here. He's got standard NU, a couple of pokes that I don't see often in NU, but hey, they're cool pokes nonetheless. I've just got my mustache team here as usual. So let's start this match because it's actually quite a long one. So I invite you all to stay if you want to. If not, I completely understand. But at the point when it becomes really stally, I will actually be talking about who I am, because, you know, for anyone who's new or anyone who hasn't seen my first upload, or even people who have been watching this since the very beginning. By the way, that sleep powder mattered. For anyone who's just been watching from the beginning, you probably want to know more about me. But anyways, let's watch the match for a little bit here, and then I'll tell you guys all about myself. Anyways, as you can see, he's got a simple Bibarel here. I've got my Cryogonal, my fully specially defensive, calm-natured, or I think it's careful so that the rapid spin hits harder. Anyways, it's full special defense. He goes for Amnesia. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be +4 because of simple, but I'm not exactly sure. Anyways, the first time you will see a Kricketune get a kill, and it was against a +2 defense Bibarel with a crit. That's the only time you will see that. Now, he probably knows that I'm Scarfed, so he's going to switch into his Mesprit and go for the Reflect. Now, if I had stayed in, that would have been really funny, because I could have just kept going for Brick Breaks and breaking all of his screens. Sadly, we're going to exchange Stealth Rocks just because why would I want to smack a Mesprit? But I know it most likely has the Light Clay. I predict a switch out, but he actually stays in, but he gets Para-Hacks, so it was pretty much a waste of a turn. I'm going to switch out, go into my Perugly, and he's actually going to switch out and go into his Raichu. Cool, Bibarel and Raichu. Awesome. He's going to make a double switch into his Tangela, seeing this Perugly smacking him across the face. Actually, faking him out across the face, if that thing has a face. Do you think Tangela has a face under those vines? I don't know. It's probably just a black mass or something like that. Who knows? Anyways, I send in Gringo here, and I'm going to start going for X Scissors again, seeing that these screens were up, but then I counted and I said Reflect's going to wear off anyways. So at this point, the X Scissors is actually going to take out the Raichu, a 2-hit KO. Kricketune got 2 kills, making up for every other failure that he's had in every other match. It's fantastic, and I go for another fantastic thing. It's a Tangela. I understand it. I'll give that to you, Kricketune, okay? Totally understandable. Anyways, I'm going to switch out into Cryogonal now that I have Sleep Fodder. And he's going to go in Duosion. Scary. These things, if you guys remember this from the Hail, when it used to be in NU and RU, Hail just made this. This is the reason why they banned Hail to OU. Why they banished it over there. Because of Duosion and Solosis. It was bad. I'm going to set out Kadabra because it's the best thing I have to take this thing on, since I can't status it in any way. So I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball. It's not doing much. And I'm Life Orb. He goes for Psychic. Oh boy, and I get a Spadef Drop. Now, the Spadef Drop doesn't matter at that range of health, but the crit does. And if I didn't get that crit, this match probably would have been completely different. But now he's going to send this Slut, maybe thinking that I'm choiced in some way. What a nice name. That's a pretty big Slut. I'm sorry. He's going to go for Seismic Toss just to try and easily take out my Kadabra. Sadly, I don't want him to do that. Sadly for him, that is. He's going to fire off a Wish, and at this point I realize, oh darn it, I just gave him a free Wish into his Tangela, but he actually stays in as I go for an X Scissor. And I guess he maybe used Scout to see what I do, but he goes for the Seismic Toss. I'm getting pretty weak. The only thing I can think of is he still has the Mesprit, so he can switch in Mesprit to set up the rocks, so I can't switch him back in. Anyways, he's going to go for the Protect just to see if I'm going to keep hitting him. I go into Wishkosh and set up the Rain immediately because I'm thinking this thing has Toxic, which it does, and because I have Hydration, I'm actually going to be able to just heal that off. So he can't status me, in this manner, but he's going to go out into Gillyweed here, his Tangela. Now, one thing I do have to say, the A-Soft is going to be extremely inaccurate with this thing's health, so bear with me. He gets a crit on my Gringo and takes it out. So, sorry Kricketune, you're going to have to be the first one to fall, but hey, it's better you than anyone else, I suppose, right? That's kind of mean, but you're a Kricketune. Anyways, I'm going to get the Toxic off on this Licky, which was perfect. I would have also liked it on the Tangela, but that's why I have to keep this Cryogona safe. I'm going to go for the Protect, because I'm pretty sure he's going to go for a Toxic, which he does go for. Now, is this the part when we start stalling? I'm trying to remember. By the way, this match is 98 turns long. Just to give you an idea, this is my type of match. I switch out into Probopass just in case he wanted to go for Toxic again, but this way I can start firing off HP Fires if he wants to switch in Tangela, which he does, and this is where the health becomes inaccurate. I go for HP Fire, 36% damage when he has 1% health left, and now he has 14% after a wish from a fat arse Licky. Completely inaccurate. He should have a heck of a lot more than this. Puts Thompson to sleep. Not the best thing, but he's going to predict me to switch out. I'm going to get Leech seeded here, and this just sucks at this point because I have to stay untoxicked, otherwise I'm going to have a problem here. So I'm just going to go for the Toxic, thinking that maybe he'd stay in, but at the same time I know he values it. He also had Mesprit to switch out too, but you know, Licky's his best bet because he can keep Wish stalling me here. I'm going to go for a Rapid Spin to get rid of these Leech Seeds, and I forgot he could Toxic me, but thank goodness he goes for Seismic Toss because that would have been the start of something terrible. Anyways, I'm gonna go for the Recover, and yeah, there comes a Toxic because yeah, for some reason I'm assuming he doesn't want to Toxic a wall, right? The wall that's stopping him from winning. So at this point, I'm pretty sure this is a stall war, so I'm just gonna put it on fast mode here. If I see any plays that are pertinent, because right now we have like 59 turns left in the match, so most of these are pretty straightforward. There's no over predicting, there's no catching people off guard, because as you can see, all I've lost is Kricketune, but you know, Kadabra's weak, and Cryogonal's got Rapid Spin. Perugly's just losing health from Life Orb. Wishkosh is getting walled by Tangela. Yeah, and Probopass is sleeping right now. So I'm just going to go for Fake Out, and I'm going to stop narrating. I'm going to tell you guys about myself. Not that I like to hear myself talk, but, you know, how else are you going to know? So, as you guys know, my name is ProPokeNoob. I'm known as Mustafa on the Pokemon Online Simulator in the Smogon server. Haven't been on lately, so if you guys have been looking for me, I apologize. But, oh geez, I don't want to tell you my real name yet because I plan to save that for a future upload. Unless you guys have hacked my Google account, my Gmail. If you can see it on there, name's Jim. Not my real name. Just letting you all know. I'm going to be quite honest with you guys. I lie about my identity a lot, but I will be honest in the upload. That's just a cover name. Anyways, I've been playing Pokemon since 1st Gen. My first game was Pokemon Blue, because I liked Blastoise out of the 3. And I got it for Christmas, I think, when I was a lot younger, maybe, I don't know, when I was really young. But anyways, playing on my Game Boy Color all the time, getting that level 237 Cloyster accidentally, actually. I was just surfing along Cinnabar trying to train, all of a sudden this glitch shows up, like, what is a missing in the, because I'm young, right? I'm saying no, or whatever. It's a missing no. But ever since then, I've just been playing the games. Nothing competitive. Like, I would fight my friends just with Pokemon that I made, and I found funny. But, you know. By the way, I'm missing any important plays. If you guys see important plays, congratulations. If not, don't worry. This is just a stall war at this point. Nonetheless, what was I talking about? Right. So, I've just been playing casually with my friends. And, my friend Herb Mags, actually, when we played in 4th Gen, he'd be telling me how he did all this IV training and EV training. I'm going, okay, EVs, I just slap on the power item and I go fight anything. So I go fight, like, Caterpies just to train up attack, and and then I go look at what you actually have to do, and each Pokemon actually has their own EV assignment. Great, that's when I learned this. By the way, the double Parahax matters in killing his Mesprit off because 3 Waterfalls is a clean KO. Now we're down to the pure stall. Excellent. Anyways, so when we got into 5th gen, I started watching people online, and I got extremely excited. I'm thinking, how fantastic would it be if I could get an emulator? Not gonna happen. So I decided to find PO Simulator, because I heard that people were playing on stuff like Shoddy or whatever, but I joined it and I started having fun with it. I thought, you know, I'm a pretty good Pokemon player, and I would like to show off my skill to people. So I go on, I start making my very first team, which was an OU team, which was a mix from NU to OU at the time. Actually, RU to OU at the time, because Alomomola was my lowest. You guys watched it before, but Alomomola was my lowest, and at that time, it was RU. So, Alolololo, rocking that rarely used. We'll go up once Regenerator comes out. I'm waiting for it. Anyways, so yeah, that's my story of Pokemon training. Otherwise, you know, I know, like, you guys can ask me about the power and accuracy of moves, I will tell you. You can ask me about types, I can tell you. Evolution levels, iffy. Effects, like 20% chance of rock climb causing confusion, I know that stuff, generally. So I'm quite a bit of a encyclopedia on that stuff. By the way, I really shouldn't be wasting my life orb damage here, but, you know, it's just happening like that. Anyways, I'm running out of time here. Not really. So, pretty good Pokemon nerd in that. Otherwise, outside of Pokemon, I guess the most interesting things I can tell you is I'm in university, 3rd year. I'm in Canada, so York University, if any of you have heard of it. I'm studying kinesiology, which is the study of basically human movement, so things like chiropractors, coaches, stuff like that. Anything in the physical activity sector studies under this, and you study things like anatomy and biomechanics and stuff. It's really fun. It's a very practical course. A very practical course is very fun. I am studying to become a phys ed and geography teacher for high school. I've just started the education program. I can do it at the same time with my other 2 degrees. So basically I'm doing 3 degrees at once, which is quite hefty now. In this year, as you guys can see, I'm only uploading 3 days a week. That's why. These courses are ruining my life. Anyways, other than that, I play soccer. I play house. I just play casual. I play a casual league. I've been playing it since I was 4, so I'll be entering my 15th year this year once the summer starts up. Other than that, I've been reffing soccer for about 3 years now. I've moved up to Kadabra. I've moved up to the rep level recently. As of last year, I've been reffing at the rep level. I'm in karate. I'm at a family self-defense school, but we do Japanese kata, which are basically self-defense forms. We're all about the self-defense. We know a little bit of kung fu, a little bit jiu-jitsu. And at the school, I'm a 2nd degree black belt. And if you guys don't know what that means, take a black belt and put me 1 rank higher than a black belt. That's what I am. And if you become a 3rd degree black belt, you are considered a sensei. So if you guys really need an explanation on that, I'm pretty close to sensei. If you guys need a mental picture for yourselves. Other than that, I'm dating. I'm happy. She's from high school. It's the 2nd time around, which is fantastic. She's a wonderful girl. You know, lucky to have her. I'm not gonna get too sappy about this. Wow, we got 20 turns left. My goodness, what else can I tell you about my life? I play other online games. I play MapleStory, if you guys know about that. I've tried other things. I used to play O-Game, if you guys are into that type of stuff. I've tried Asda, Battle of the Immortals, stuff like that. I'm a pretty big gamer. I play the DS. I'm a Nintendo fan. I'm not too much on the Sony, but it's just because of a lot of kills. By the way, I switched out into Perugly so he couldn't heal up too much with Leech Seed or Giga Drain.